Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Legacy of the Rimlen. We took a week break because I got sick, to be perfectly honest, but we're back. And well, before we remember what happened last time and see what's going to happen this time, let's have our lovely players, as usual, introduce themselves and their characters. I rolled some dice in the background, and the dice have decided that Ashen should go ahead and introduce herself and her character first. Could you please go ahead, Ashen?
Of course. I'm Ash with the more raspy voice than usual, but I'm playing as Illona, and she's a very, very sneaky, exiled noblewoman who's currently what is she doing? We
Resting.
had a bit of that's good. Yeah, currently resting. That's good.
Also, sorry, viewers, you heard a bang because I dropped my phone. The players didn't hear that, but the viewers did. I'm sorry about that.
No.
Thank you very much, Ashen. Next, according to the dice, we would have Show&Tell. Could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, of course. Hi, I'm Show&Tell. I'll be playing as Anghel, who's a mute peasant boy. And right now he's also resting together with with Illona. I mean.
Yeah. You guys are indeed. Thank you. And next, we would have the person that's not resting, Dely. Could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Dely. And as usual, I'm playing as Muninn, who is a traveling scholar. And currently, as Teeironor said, the only one not resting, I am walking with the boyar and his son, I believe.
Riding, but yeah.
Riding. And yeah.
You are indeed, and thank you very much, Dely. So, last time, the previous time, Anghel was ambushed by a certain half-naked mythological woman that really wanted to kill him for looking at her, pretty much. And we finished up that fight last time. It ended with the woman, the Yella, escaping, and I rolled a random direction in which she ran off to, and that random direction happened to be the east, like it was 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the random direction, I mean. But just as you guys were recovering from that little bit of combat, you heard a loud gunshot. You came back to your little camping spot where you were where you were previously resting with the boyar and his son, and you saw the son having just attempted to shoot the orb, thinking it was some weird dangerous item. And TLDR, you had a very long discussion about like what that item is, what to do next, etc., etc. The conclusion of which was the boyar, the son, and Muninn, who was uninjured, would go on ahead with the orb. The orb is currently in Muninn's possession, to like further on ahead on the road to the capital of St. Paris, where the boyar intends to like have the like council of the country like take a look at the the orb and like decide what to do, etc., etc. While Muninn and the boyar and the son went on ahead, Illona and Anghel stayed behind for a little bit to rest and recover from their injuries. I think we established that they stood back to rest for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, something like that. So, as we rejoin our heroes this time, who should we start the session with, you guys think? Illona and Anghel or Muninn?
I think Muninn. That's more interesting since he's not resting.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't have any objections. All right. So, okay. The background music did start. Okay. It's just barely audible. Actually, let me mess a little bit with its volume because it's a little bit too inaudible. Okay.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. So, Muninn went on ahead with the boyar and the son. On the road, there was a village that the boyar said, "Oh yeah, that's a village of slaves that's owned by one of the monasteries back in the city you just passed through." And just because the boyar isn't very fond of those people, aka slaves, you guys decided to circumvent it, and now you're on the road onto the next map actually. So you'd be at this point on the far right of the road as you continue to make your way. What's up with Muninn at this point? I'm very curious to hear what are their thoughts, what's going through their mind, both regarding the current situation in general as well as in as the fact that what's happening in particular, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think Muninn generally is sort of keeping. I mean, as as uninteresting as it may sound, or may not sound. Who knows? Muninn is generally sort of keeping them to themselves, more or less, not completely. Keeping not completely riding alone, but keeping their distance a bit, because I feel like Muninn sort of sees the voyar and his son as a little bit reckless in a way, or at least the son, because the son shot the orb, and that was a bit it was a bit reckless. So kind of distrusting, but also not completely distrusting of both of them, because at the same time they were relatively reasonable. After the son foolishly shot the orb.
Oh, one question that I wanted to ask: which one, Illona or Muninn, has the will of Miron that you guys discovered? Which one of you has it?
Oh, good question. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I'm
a
not
good
sure.
question.
It wasn't Anghel, because Anghel doesn't know about it. So it will be one of Illona or Muninn. You guys decide. You guys can decide which has it. I'm not necessarily interested in maintaining canonical continuity or anything like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like Illona could have it, because if you wanted it, because I feel like Muninn has the orb and the books and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Illona was also the one who decrypted it. Yeah. Okay. So you go on walking down the road, and for a long while the boyar and the Sun Eater won't say anything to you, Muninn. At one point, the boyar would say, "So how do you get used to it?"
Muninn would look over, a bit confused, and just say, "Get used to what?"
The speaking in your head.
Well, that's a good question.
Is it happening to him right now?
I was gonna say, I was just about to ask. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to be dig. I was if that's how you took it. But Muninn would say, I guess you don't. It is a bit unusual, but tell me, are you hearing voices right now?
A bit is a bit of a fucking understatement, if you don't mind the language.
I don't mind, but what are the voices saying?
Not really anything of consequence. Just a lot of rambling and fake promises. I've dealt with charlatans my entire life.
Well, do they have a name? What do they sound like?
It's the same woman that you named previously.
Okay. Well, truth be told, she doesn't speak to us as often as you're claiming. So, I mean, keep me updated with that.
There's more of them then?
Muninn would like realize that they might have like implied that, and rather than like covering up, they would just say like, yeah, to a few more.
Great. We'll have a fucking party in my head, why don't we?
If
the son gives the father a very concerned look.
Well, I think it goes without saying, if any more voices, any new voices start speaking to you, then let me know too, because...
Oh, what can you fucking do about it?
Well, it's good to keep an eye on it.
So tell me, what do they say to you, newcomer? Oh, he doesn't say newcomer, rather he would say something like foreigner, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Muninn would think for a while, and they would say, well, a lot of things. As disappointing as that answer might be, a lot of things. There's this one voice in particular that, I mean, I've grown rather fond of. But you know, like a voice of knowledge, a fellow sort of mind of knowledge, if that makes sense.
Hear that, Basil? It's a bookworm like you. Maybe you'll be lucky and it'll visit you instead. Basil says nothing. Alright, and what knowledge does this voice give?
Well, last time we had an encounter, to put a long story short, they offered tomes of knowledge to me for me to read, and
like, do you just stumble on a book? What do you mean?
More or less. So they would be tones in my mind. They wouldn't be physical. And I would be able to read them as long as I would be able to read them, but only once per visit, I guess you could say. Only one tome per visit.
So like a dream or hallucination?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, well, exactly like that.
Okay. You still haven't answered my question?
What was your question?
You said I asked you what knowledge it offered. You answered how it offered knowledge, not what.
Well spotted, I guess. Well, the first piece of knowledge I received was admittedly mainly, for want of a better word, propaganda. So the voice that spoke to me showed me, I'm wondering if they, out above board, I'm wondering if they have like a word for like a Bible. Do you know what I mean? Like, but not quite, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know, a holy book.
Yeah.
What's the specific meaning you're trying to convey?
Holy book, I think, is good. I was gonna say like, this voice showed me like a holy book, like about themselves, which I think is what Muninn saw last time.
A holy book about themselves. That's... Well, I've actually seen more arrogant people, so I guess it doesn't surprise me. I'd be hard pressed to call that knowledge, though.
Well, between you and me, and then Muninn would like mouth rather than what like actually speak. Muninn would mouth like if the boyar was looking, saying like I agree, like. But
the boyar is facing forward. The sun is also facing forward, occasionally glancing at the boyar and glancing at you, but like not. The sun is glancing at you not with interest in what you're saying, but rather with like I'm keeping an eye on you.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, Muninn wouldn't mouth it, but they would like say it like in a hushed tone, like loud enough to be heard, but not loud enough. Like using their inside voice, I guess you could say. They would say "I agree" like that, but then they would say they would go on to say, admittedly, they offered, they offered. It's not the knowledge that I found which is valuable. It's the knowledge that is promised.
And what is promised?
Well, specifically, I can't say, but
why not?
Because I haven't read them yet. But the tomes are ancient and from a library lost to this world.
You poor sod.
You're not interested in such treasure then? Muninn would say.
Books will only get you so far, boy. Sorry, he wouldn't say boy. Man, I don't know what he would say. My bad. Forget that.
No, it's all good. Yeah.
He meant to imply that you're young and inexperienced.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I thought that was what he meant. But Muninn would shrug and they would say, well, they would, I can't exactly think, but they would say something like, Muninn would say, well, they don't exactly hurt either.
Suppose everybody needs a hobby. And, well, if it weren't for people like you, I'd probably have been dead years ago, so much the better for bookworms, I guess. It's just that I'd expect more from sons of nobility. Look, and he looks at his son this time, like condescending.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, that. So, Muninn would look to the sun and say, so, what... So, what interests you about... So, like, what's your deal? Is essentially what Muninn's trying to ask. Like, what interests you about... Like, are you much of a reader?
Before he can answer, the father cuts in and says he is interested in continuing the family line and doing as he is told, and nothing more.
Sounds like Muninn would like sort of frown a little bit and say, well, it doesn't sound like a life for a young lad of his age.
No, but it is the life of a nobleman. It is our duty.
Muninn would like chuckle and say like, well, if that's how you see him, like when he's around, like, yeah, like think of, I can't imagine what he does when you're not looking. Like it's essentially like in his spare time.
He does precisely as he's told when I am not looking. And trust me, after what happened in the past, I am always looking.
Hey.
Muninn would say,
You'd also see like the sun wins, if that makes sense.
yeah, definitely. Well, in my experience, well, all I'm saying is, in my experience, like, strict parents make for rebellious kids.
I'm aware, but I'm confident that won't happen again.
I think Muninn would probably leave that topic at that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean it is an uncomfortable conversation, so understandable.
Yeah.
But I think the boy would actually continue it by asking, so who are your parents, boy? How have you been able to afford, not boy, fuck me. Who are your parents, kid? How have you been able to afford your education?
Muninn would probably think about it for a long time because I'm thinking about it for a little bit. Muninn would think, and they would be very like reluctant to answer. But they would sort of try and be kind of vague about it. They would say like, well, I mean, they are from Brightland, and people from Brightland, of course, must have a bit of cash behind them, or a bit of gold behind them, to even live there, so...
Every city has its fucking gutter, and you definitely look like you came from the gutter.
I mean, it's been a while since I last bathed, but...
I can tell.
To put it shortly, my parents are, how could I put this? My parents, of course, had their, much like you, my parents had their expectations and their doubts about me and what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. So, long story short, they had what's the word? Like they had like a motivation. I know that's not the right way to word it, but they had like a big sort of
Drive,
yeah, like
interest.
Yeah, interest. They had a big interest in me, like succeeding in what I'm doing.
Are they also bookworms like you, or are you some fifth or sixth son or / daughter that has nothing better to do?
Well, they're not as interested in books as me, no, but at the same time, they're not exactly, how to put it, they're not exactly peasants or farmers either. I mean,
Merchants?
Not exactly merchants, but not exactly nobility either. I mean, to spare you the details, they were... My attendance to the university was expected, but I met without reward. But if I hadn't attended, then that's when like there would have been trouble.
He gives you this curious look, as if he, like, trying to like turns back and like tries to like better like study you to like comprehend what you said. Because above board, I haven't 100% understood it either. But I think he would drop it after that.
Okay. I think what I was trying to say, above board, what I was trying to say is like, oh, it was expected, and like going into university is like a big deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Typically, but Muninn's parents were like, oh, you got it in? Oh, great. And then that was it, because it was expected of them.
Okay.
But then if they didn't get in, they would have like been disowned, essentially.
Well, this is the DM speaking, not the boy speaking, obviously. As you mentioned, getting into university would be a big deal, but not that many people do it, or even strive to do it, if that makes sense. So,
okay,
so like that's why I'm trying to like fit you within like the world with what you mentioned that your attendance in the university was expected. But I think we can talk more about that offline, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Okay,
cool.
So what are they like, these universities?
Big and expensive, to put it simply. And I mean, so full of books that it's practically like a fire hazard waiting to happen.
Do they do books the same where you're from?
How do you mean?
Well, usually over here you have to write it down. But I heard, and they tried to do this thing a couple years ago, of a printing press. Didn't really pan out over here. But do they have that or where you're from?
I imagine they do above board.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Writing books by hand sounds insane to you.
Yeah.
Well, not insane, but very old-fashioned.
Yeah. Muninn would say, well, with the amount of books that are on the shelves, if they were all written by hand, it would take a very, very long time. So, yes, we have, surprisingly enough, we do have printing presses. One, I mean, above board, I don't know if this is technically correct by judging by what you said earlier, but Muninn was about to say, like, with the amount of students that are there, like the copies of books that we need is reason enough to have like a printing press.
Wait, so each of the students gets their own books?
Yeah, as long as it's relevant to their studies, but they have to purchase them themselves.
So they're all rich then?
Some more than others. But mine is, me, for example, I'm on the lower end of what you would call like the more fortunate students.
No. That does not surprise me.
But I think Muninn would just ignore that.
And I don't think he would question you further, although you probably would see that more than once the son looked about like ready to open his mouth, but then shut it before he could say anything.
Muninn might ask, like, yeah, Muninn would notice that, probably. And they would ask, like, something on your mind?
No, nothing.
Well, if you change your mind, and you do have any questions, I know, like, Muninn would just, like implying, like, oh, feel free to ask.
He seems to consider that. But before that conversation will go any further, the boy, I would say, Do you have any money on you?
Not much on me. Why?
Well, we are about to pass through the village of Bloody Sultan, lovely name, and well, if we don't pay, they're gonna kill us and impale our corpses in the woods.
Wow.
You're joking, right?
Does it look like I'm fucking joking?
I can't tell. You have the same tone for it. Like, you have the same tone for everything you say. So, Muninn would probably check their pockets to see if they like have anything on them.
You'd probably have like your own like copper coinage, not too much of it. Who has the gold coins? Did you keep some, Muninn?
I'm not sure. I feel like Muninn might have. No, basically, short answer, no.
Okay, then you have some copper coins, again, not too much, and again, copper coins are not particularly valuable.
Muninn would ask, after rooting through their pockets, and Muninn would ask, how much is the toll?
Depends. It's definitely more for me than it is for you, but they know not to rob us blind, I guess.
Well, if big ask, if it so happens that I don't have enough, would you perhaps...
Sure, I'll take it out of your pay.
Alright, well, can't argue with that, I guess.
Yeah, and the boy would then tell his son, give me a second, you probably tell him, like, they'd probably like discuss how much they should give this time. You get the inkling that this is more of a regular occurrence, and they probably come to the idea that they should probably give out around 3 silver pieces, if that makes sense, which is a decent amount, but not super lot much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And you guys will continue on your way towards that village. Above board, would you like to have that scene now, or should we visit Anghel and Illona first? You guys decide.
I think we should visit Anghel and Illona first, if they're up for it.
Sure.
Okay,
Let's do it.
sure thing. Well, Anghel and Illona, you guys are currently recovering from your injuries against the Yellow. And yeah, what's going on in that hour or two that you guys are spending recovering?
Illona is catching up on sleep again. She's just napping.
She's napping? Okay. Could Anghel practice his language by himself, though? Doesn't make any sense. I know. Well, then I guess he's also... I don't know. I don't know if he's napping. I don't know if he's comfortable enough to do that. I think he's a little on edge still. But he's resting as much as he can.
Sure thing. I imagine, like, based on Angel's aspects, that he maybe started carving a piece of wood or something like that.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Then, like, nothing and nobody will, like, come to disturb you guys, at least not directly. So
Thank God.
after like Illona's nap, like, etc., you guys feel sufficiently refreshed. What do you do?
So what? How much time?
An hour, maybe 2. I leave it entirely up to you how much you guys think you'd need. A minimum of an hour, but how much you guys think you'd need.
Okay. So maybe when the hour's up, Anghel tries to wake up Illona or something.
You succeed. I'm awake.
I don't know. Then, I guess he will. I mean, okay. So I guess they could head out unless Illona has some kind of I don't know.
I
Something
think
against it. I don't know.
I think I would definitely be down for going.
Okay.
But as we like get ready and so, I would like to mention like the will of the boyar.
Oh, okay.
About Joseph.
Oh shit. Okay. So how does it what does she how does she bring it up?
I meant to say this earlier, but like before this was given to us, and like she showed the will.
I mean, you can show it. It's just that Anghel can't read,
Fuck, sorry.
and it's and well, it's also coded, and like you decipher the code, but I really don't think Anghel can decipher code.
Okay, but I'll still
he can't.
show it to him, and then I'll explain what it is. And it took us a while to like decipher it, but I thought you should know.
Well, okay. I think Anghel appreciates that she shows him. So wait, she like basically reads it out to him or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Do you need a reminder of what's in the will, or
that he left everything to Joseph. I don't know. Beyond that, I don't remember.
basically he would like to leave everything to Joseph, but because Joseph can't legally inherit stuff
Right.
in this country,
Okay.
it's up to Joseph to say where the wealth goes to.
Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, so I guess Angel's a little dumbfounded for at first. I wonder if he will ask to hold it for Joseph or something. Like basically make a gesture to want to keep that he wants to keep it.
Illona would not have that. She would be totally fine.
I'm just imagining Anghel making the way babies say "give me that" with their hands.
No, so cute.
Yes, I don't know what else can you do. Okay. Okay. So I guess then he folds it up. I don't know. Can you fold it up? What is it? Is it
You can, and you wouldn't you'd see from the lines in the parchment that it was folded up before. Actually, can you give me a clever to see if your family has ever dealt with documents, how to properly preserve them, etc., etc.?
Okay. Careful.
Clever.
Clever. Ah!
Yeah, you just
I guess not.
you can just crumple that up and people can tell what it says. I mean that's how writing works, right?
Oh my God, Anghel.
Illona would see them like, no, please fold it first. Take care of it. It will break otherwise.
Illona, can you give me a clever? Although it would be much easier for you, the difficulty.
Hey, master of this.
The best way to preserve a document isn't actually to fold it, it's actually to roll it up,
Makes sense.
Ah.
Okay. So,
and you also need, because of that clever roll, Illona, you should also take special care that the proper there's a technical term for it, but basically that the sigil is eligible, that the signatures are legible, that these marks that state that this document is legit, that they are legible.
wow, that's really important. Oh my God. Thank God Illona's there. Alice.
So, Illona, as you see Anghel begin to crumple the thing, oh yeah, no big thing, what do you do?
I just brush over there. I grab his hands and show him how to do it.
God, I'm good. Okay.
I heard I love you. I don't know what you said.
No, I said, oh my god. But I love you works too. Sure.
Okay. And where do you keep the will?
I think he has a bag of some kind, right? I think so.
You all do, yeah.
So maybe in there, I guess.
Sure. I was also wondering, like, does Anghel keep it on his person? Does he put it on the horse? It's entirely up to you guys.
I think on the whole, the bag. Maybe it's. How big is it? I don't know. He has clothes in it too. Or used to anyway.
The will, like, comparing it to like modern paper, bigger than an A4 paper, but smaller than an A3, if that makes sense.
Okay. Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay. And rolled up, yeah. It would be not as much space, but still more space than if you had folded it.
What? Sorry. If bigger than if I folded it, what if I kept it like straight? I don't.
Well, because like the rolled up paper takes up.
Oh,
takes
the
up
rolled
more,
up.
Yeah, takes
Okay,
up more
okay.
space than
Sorry,
the folded paper. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I mean, like I just wonder if like Anghel keeps his bag on him at all time. Okay, maybe now that he has the will, he will. Kind of. Maybe.
Pun intended.
Mhm.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sure. Again, the choice is entirely yours. I just like to be informed in case, like, I don't know, someone looks through your belongings on your horse or whatever, for instance.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I think he
Okay.
keeps it on him.
Currently, if you guys were to look at the map, you guys, like Anghel and Illona, are currently where, like, somewhere in between Anghel's token and Muninn's token on the map, if you guys see those.
Okay, yeah.
Where do you head to now? Because you mentioned you were getting ready.
I mean, we follow.
Like, do you go
Yeah.
on? Do you go follow the road, which again, it's a dirt road, not like anything paved, or do you go sort of like parallel to it, etc., etc.?
I think we follow it, or I mean, I don't know.
I would say follow it too.
Okay.
But
Yep. Duly noted. As you go to rejoin the road, you will see in the distance that there are two figures traveling along the road.
oh, okay. Here we go.
In the same
Two
direction.
figures.
In the same direction that you guys would then be heading.
So
Who
they're
could
like
it be? Could it be a priest and a daughter?
further ahead. Yeah, I was thinking about them.
Well, they headed in like to the east. These people are going west.
Okay. Could they?
Oh, they headed east. Oh, whoops. Okay. So, okay. So they don't notice us. Like they're ahead of us.
Well, I'm saying that you guys haven't gotten back on the road yet. You're on your way to. I'm just saying that as you near the road, in the distance, like several hundred meters ahead, you see these two figures.
Okay. Okay.
You can probably assume that, like, since you're also farther away, well, you're not sure if they noticed you or not, but they definitely wouldn't know, like, oh yeah, that's Anghel and Illona, or whatever.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we just, I mean, do we need to go fast? Like, were we in a hurry? I mean, are we going to, like, pass them, or are we going to stand behind them?
I don't know. Should we just like see if we can have a look? Like,
Maybe, like, get a little closer so we can see.
yeah, but also stay a bit like sneaky.
Okay. Anghel will try. How much sneaky do they? Okay, a little bit.
So, if you're trying to sneak, do roll me your sneakies, please.
Oh god. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So,
What do we learn from them?
did they notice us?
Okay. You continue on your way. Are you like sort of following them? What's your idea currently?
I just want to get a bit of information who they are. Like, should we stay away from them? Should we not?
Give me a careful, but at this distance it will be difficult to like get a lot of information.
Okay.
Like how? Okay.
You can.
We're still pretty far away from them.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can also roll Show&Tell.
Careful.
You're not,
What is with these rolls? Damn it.
you're not able to tell anything about them.
Anything. Okay. Okay.
I'm half tempted to give you misleading information because that was a very poor roll for Anghel, but I won't.
I don't know if it's worth going forward and try to like come closer or just to leave it.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should. I mean, like to still be careful about it, but just kind of.
No worries, Dely. Well, do let me know what your plan is.
Did I go forward and just check up and then I come back?
Okay. That's a plan.
No, it's not a good plan.
Okay.
Better than I go trying to sneak anywhere.
Mm-hmm. You go forward and come closer to them. I imagine you're like coming at them from behind, if that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
True.
Give me another careful, I suppose. Two figures.
Should not have been the person to do this.
Okay. You continue following them. Are you trying to close in? What's your plan?
No, I'm sort of done with acting suspicious.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Could you please say that again?
I'm sort of done with acting suspicious. I think I'm just gonna put myself in trouble if I continue. Take the loss.
So what are you doing then?
Going back to Anghel.
Okay.
So we saw it. So we know nothing about them, basically.
Yeah, I look
What's
very
happening?
defeated. Ilona's like, oh man.
I feel that. Okay.
Okay. You rejoin Anghel?
Yeah. So I guess we just. I don't know. I mean, it depends on whether we have to be. Like, we do need to catch up with Dely, but do we need to hurry?
You just
Like-
go past, like take a little off road, and rejoin the road once we pass them.
Oh, okay.
Can
do that.
both of you give me carefuls? Illona, you're able to tell that both of them have stopped and appear to be like hiding, like laying in wait.
Oh my god. Okay. They're bandits.
I relay that to Anghel. He should know that. And I reinstate that we should probably find a different way.
Okay. Okay, let's do that then.
Welcome back. So what is your plan to like go like around the road, if that makes sense? Or
But where are they
Yeah.
hiding? Like very close to the road? We can see them still?
with Illona, since you succeeded, yeah, basically behind some bushes that are next to the dirt road, yeah.
Okay.
I will mention that Illona, you don't see them there because the bushes are blocking the way, or the view, but you saw them hide behind that.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay. So okay, so we can, I guess, like Illona said, and like Ashen said, to bypass to kind of leave the road and kind of. That's weird. So, like, who would do that? That sounds like bandits, right? I don't know. Okay. So, I guess we can just kind of, leave the road and walk around those bushes or something.
Yeah, and walk like on the further side so they don't see us. Like not so close.
You have, two options of going quote unquote off road. Either like sort of kind of back the way you came, or more to the south, which would mean climbing the hill.
Climbing the. Oh, okay. Wait.
On which side of
What?
the road are they hiding?
Sorry?
On which side of the road are they hiding?
Probably to the southern side of the road, but it's not a big road.
Okay.
Like, if we're climbing the hill, we need to pass through the village? Or go back to, like... Is that the hill we're talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about the hill next to the village, but... I mean...
Or we can, like, go back to the
you
road
can,
before we do that?
I mean, you can also, like, go even a longer way around if you want to also circumvent the village. Up to you guys.
Well, I just want to go the furthest away from them, so that's my opinion.
Okay. I mean, sure, let's do that. Let's just...
Hill or field?
Whichever is the furthest.
They're more or less equidistant. Like, those guys are basically trying to stake you out on the road.
Stake us out? Like us in particular, or just anyone? Okay.
Shrug.
Okay.
But like from your perspective, which has highest chance of us getting seen? Is it the field because it's flat, or is it because it's on the southern side of the hill?
Give me a careful. Or clever, up to you.
Right.
Shrug.
I'll
Anghel, do you
try
wanna
to do
try?
that too. I'll try
Yeah.
careful, even though it doesn't
Careful or
work
clever.
for me.
Either works.
Okay. I don't know. The dice just hate me today.
Also shrug.
So we have no clue what's going on. So
Okay, let's take the hill. Let's run for the hills, man.
Let's do that.
Okay. What's your plan? Are you rushing? Are you trying to be sneaky? How are you approaching the hill climbing?
I'd say sneaky. Big surprise.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
Then can you both give me sneakies?
But if I sneak badly, then that means that Illona also gets seen. I guess so.
Don't worry about that.
I will say that these sneakies are individual, not collective. But
Okay.
don't worry about you sneaking badly with that roll.
Oh,
We are.
Damn. What is going on?
shouldn't have spoken yet.
Okay. You make your way up the hill, and you see, because you're fairly close by, pretty much like what the boy described, that the village you are approaching is a slave village. Like, you see several slaves, and again, slaves are a different ethnic group here, and they are currently working on vineyards, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Then, I think it would be a good idea to or no, maybe not. I was gonna say that we try to fit in with the people and like. But we're pretty easy to spot, I think.
Yeah, I think we're...
Unless you rip up your clothes and like rub yourselves in like mud or something, you won't look like the locals.
Okay.
And also,
Well,
you still have a horse. On that note.
Oh, we still have a horse on that note. Okay.
Wait, were we seeing? I mean, we don't know what happened.
I think the
we
rules
were
are
seeing or
better
not?
than ours.
I mean, did we see a reaction from anyone?
Give me a careful. Not really much I can tell you of those rolls.
It's like we're getting nowhere. Whatever, we just... I don't know. Okay,
Judy, are you down for like just rushing a bit? Like we would take a big detour and we go fast. We take the
go
horse
fast, and Anghel has his slingshot ready. Yes, I don't know.
Yes. Good.
You see some like, because you're like passing fairly close by. You see like, you've definitely garnered the attention of like the working slaves who will give you like weirded out looks. Like, what are you people doing here?
Mhm. Okay.
We just rush, man. No worries.
Okay, so which direction are you heading? You can also move your tokens on the map if you'd like.
I mean, we're on the hill, right? Or we?
Yep.
So, I mean, if we wanted to do a detour behind the village as well, then
Yeah.
we need to like go here or something. I don't know. Where are we?
Yeah, you
Like,
that's more or less where you are. I'm wondering like, okay, so that's the way you want to make the detour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Duly noted. Okay. You make your detour. And again, the slaves give you like these weirded out looks. Do you ever like come close enough to them that you are able to interact, or do you just go past and keep your distance?
Illona would keep her distance, but Anghel could be.
I don't think Anghel wants to interact particularly.
Sure. Then yeah, do you then make your way down the hill, the way Illona, where Illona's token would be?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
Something's gonna happen. I know it.
You make your way down the hill. Now what do you do? Where do you head?
I mean, we thought about going back to the road, right? I mean,
Yeah. Like in a little bit, right? We'd still take a bit of a sweet old
okay,
seed.
like take some time. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we like crossing through fields there that they're working on or something? Or are we... I mean, I'm not sure what I'm seeing. Okay. So we're just like passing all of that. Just like...
Yeah, I envisioned it as like you guys passed by the fields, not through them.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. So again, you have now made your way down the hill. Your decision now is to like wait for a little bit, right?
I meant it like wait to rejoin the road. We should like continue walking, but like not exactly onto the road again, if that makes sense.
So you'll be like walking, say, parallel to the road.
Yeah.
Sure thing. And I'm guessing you wouldn't go into the slave village.
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
Sure thing. You would then continue on. Shall we switch over to like the next map over where Muninn is?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Give me a second to put this thing back. Okay. So, taking Illona and Anghel, you guys are more or less, well, kind of rather like here. As for the Muninn group, you guys are about here-ish. Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Shall we check up on Muninn?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, that went with that. Like, I don't know what happened exactly, what we managed to try to escape them, but yeah, let's go to it.
Okay. You're with us, Deli, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are approaching the village of Bloody Sultan, and again, the boyar and the son are like preparing the money they need to give to the locals. What are you doing?
Muninn's probably riding slightly behind the boyar and his son, because they're the ones paying anyway, and Muninn would like to not be the center of attention, considering they have quite a bit on them.
Sure thing. Yeah. As you approach, you see people working in the fields. A few of them do look sick from the plague. I will say that it's fairly easy to spot. And as you approach the little village, you will be greeted by, once I put the fellow on screen. Give me a second. Bloody hell. This gentleman who walks up to you guys and immediately notices the boyar and says, "Fine day, Your Excellency," and smiling broadly, and the boyar says, "Shove it. Will 3 silver work this time?" Yes, that should be quite sufficient, Your Excellency. Is that one with you? Yes, he's they're my bodyguard. Bodyguard? Don't really look like much, if I dare say, Your Excellency. Oh, what would you know? Well, you could always hire one of our people. I think I'm gonna make perfectly fine. Thank you very much. But if it's 3 people, Your Excellency, times have been rough with the war and all. Will another silver suffice? I think that will do quite nicely. The boyar grumbles and orders the son to pay the additional silver. What are you doing in the meanwhile?
I think Muninn primarily is sort of watching this happen, grumbling to themselves a little bit as well, considering that extra silver is like coming out of their pay packet. And I think they're just sort of keeping their head down a little bit.
So what's that one story? Doesn't look like a soldier to me, or he's a traveler, but they're apparently experienced with weapons, so they say. Who are you? Tell me, traveler, what's your history?
Reluctant to speak, Muninn would look up and say, well, it's a long history, but the cliff notes is that as the boyar says, I'm well versed in combat, and like Muninn would like probably not fully unsheath their dagger, but like enough to show it off in a way.
Can you give me a sneaky?
As in, like to show it to. Would it still be a?
Yes. Well, sneaky or flashy. It's to. It's specifically regarding the idea that you are like experienced and competent in combat.
Okay. Sneaky or flashy is both in that case. I'll just do sneaky because that was the original ask, and that wasn't very good.
You're not gonna kill a lot of people with that thing. You know they've got guns now. You've got yourself a shit bodyguard, Your Excellency. They're competent enough. Is that the only reason you three are traveling together? And what fucking business is that of yours? Are you gonna let us pass or not? I paid your damn toll. You're lucky I don't call in the constables on you. Well, not like you haven't tried before, Your Excellency.
This guy's annoying. Oh my god.
The Muninn would like be chuckling under their breath. It's quite amusing.
Is something funny?
Me? Oh, no, nothing. Nothing's funny.
So what's your real story? Why are you going along with His Excellency?
Well,
the boyar looks positively exasperated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the boyar is. I mean, he has a lot of gold, does he not? And
that he does.
Money makes the world go round.
I think an extra silver might make it go even rounder.
What a cunt.
Why?
What an asshole.
Above board, this is extortion.
Yeah. And if the boyar wouldn't say anything,
he would grumble, but he'd start digging in his pockets.
Seriously? Ugh.
I think Muninn would like.
You'd probably be able to see that this guy is not alone. There's people are going about their business in the village, but they're clearly paying attention more than they should.
Yeah. I think Muninn would say well, hang on a minute. Is that really necessary?
Well, a forest is a dangerous place to go for man such as His Excellency, as well as His Excellency's esteemed son, and whatever you are. You know, we have to keep it safe somehow.
And to keep it safe, you resort to scamming His Excellency in broad daylight, no less.
No, this isn't a scam. This is insurance.
Well, to me, it sounds like a shakedown. 2 silver.
It
was
is a shakedown.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I think Muninn would look to the boyar and say, come on, surely you don't expect to deal with this. You're above this.
Do you say that, or do you imply that?
Maybe say it.
No, we're definitely not, unfortunately. As he continues to grumble and dig through his pockets.
I feel like Muninn, in that case, would let it happen. I feel like if even the boyar is
he's not happy about it.
No. I don't think, because the only thing I'm thinking is either threaten this guy hey, don't shake us down or I'll hurt ya. But this guy isn't intimidated by Muninn anyway, so
not in the least.
Yeah, and there are many people
yeah, and many people too, exactly.
The problem.
Muninn would stay quiet and just bite their tongue.
After the boyar hands over the money, the guy has a very self-satisfied expression and says, this should cover any safety costs quite nicely, Your Excellency. Have a safe journey. And he makes way for you guys to pass.
Okay. I feel like as they pass, Muninn would like scowl as they like ride past at the guy a little bit.
Like you're scowling at the guy? Like visibly, or?
Yeah.
Then he just like give you a tooth grin back.
What a little shitbag. Okay. Muninn wouldn't do anything else. I think they would just like leave it.
Oh god, I'm just thinking that we'll have to pass through it as well unless we
Yeah, that's a good point.
like, but we wouldn't know not to pass through it, would we? I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, you would not. And technically, you don't even really know the area that well.
I don't know.
Once you're through the village, the boy would say, "Fucking hate these free villages. With no boy to look over them, all these people have gone back to their bestial ways."
Muninn would say, how so? How do you mean? Like, what? Like, these people seem content enough?
Oh yeah, they're content because they rob us fucking blind.
Well, I mean, no kidding. Like, that guy back there, like, what was that about? Why couldn't you stand up to him?
Every time we've tried, every time we've called the constables or even the prince themselves have sent a few horsemen, they just hide in the woods and maybe even ambush them on the way back. It's just not fucking worth it. But they know that if they overstep, there'll be even worse consequences. I mean, they asked us for silver coins, not gold.
True, but I mean, fair enough.
So who? Just because those people's ancestors once proved their bravery and got their village all to themselves, what gives them the fucking right to act this way? I'm half tempted to buy the village outright if they were selling it, but no, they have a good enough living as it is. They don't need to fucking sell it.
Would it not be, maybe this is just ignorance, but would a lot of gold not be a better life? Like, I don't see how they can't see that, like Muninn would think. Or say, rather. Like, that's how they think, and that's what they say.
Above board, are you saying a lot of gold for these villagers, or who are you referring to?
For whoever, like, whoever the boy I would have to pay, because I assume that would, like, go back into the villages through tax or whatever, I don't know. Or, like, not tax, but, like, you know, like, so whoever the boyar pays would get a lot of money. I guess.
Well, I guess Muninn wouldn't really technically know the like legal details, etc. So
yeah,
the boyar would sigh and say, usually when people have to sell their own village and their own lands over, it's because they're in a dire situation and they have no other choice. And as well as you can see, these people are doing quite well for themselves. Off our fucking backs, but still.
Well, I mean, time will tell if this sort of way of life is sustainable. I mean, your son will, when your son, like, takes over, then he'll be able to maybe make an offer, like, if things change in the future.
Which son?
Like, Muninn would just point to the son riding with us.
Oh, he won't inherit much.
Oh.
A lot
So
of
some other son.
yeah. Well, is there not a lot to go around, or?
More or less. You know, when you have... How many is it, boy? 24, father. When you have 24 children, it's kind of hard to divvy things up evenly.
Holy cow,
Wait.
24?
That is a lot.
This guy has been working.
I mean, do you remember what disease he has?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that is anything divided by 24 probably isn't a lot.
I'm sure you, dear Basil here, will be able to get his own village, but if we are not able to secure a proper match for him soon, I'm not sure I'm even willing to give him that.
Well,
Basil.
how about, like, Muninn would say, like, how about it, Basil? Like, do you have any eyes for any? Do you have your eyes on anyone?
Well, it's not his choice, and it will not be his choice.
What a life.
We can't keep repeating the mistakes of the past. No, we can't, father.
Okay.
What happened in the
Interesting.
past?
Yeah, interesting.
Muninn, because I'm curious as well, Muninn would ask, so what was so bad that you have to helicopter? Helicopters don't exist. So tell me, what was so bad that you'd have to parent your child so strictly?
I'm not sure how that is your fucking problem.
Well, it's not my problem, but I mean, you've asked for my history. Why don't you, for the sake of conversation, share me some of yours?
Can you give me careful?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just say people in my family have made mistakes before, and we don't tolerate mistakes.
Okay.
To do with partners, and
Yes.
I think Muninn would get the hint, and like Muninn would say no more. I get it.
Muninn doesn't really remember. I mean, I don't know. Like
Well,
they wouldn't ask.
only Anghel knows that story.
Okay.
Right, the story, but okay, the name. Okay. Yeah, we just know the name. Okay.
Me, IRL, and Muninn has like made an assumption based on what you said, and Mooninn's like kind of disgusted in a way, not visibly, but like,
Yeah. Okay.
but like, Muninn would say, "I think I get it. Just say no more."
Okay.
And indeed, the boyar would say no more. Instead, I think the boyar would say, and you know what the worst fucking thing about villages not having their own boyars? You know, there's a village to the south. It's called Anghel, above board. It's Anghel's village. And they're situated right at the fucking border, and because nobody owns it, nobody can collect tax on customs. Whose fucking idea was it to build a fucking village there?
Well, you're asking the wrong person. Politics, am I right?
Apologize, I was just speaking my mind.
No need to apologize. Although that does sound frustrating, like Muninn, like this would say that, like, not really understanding what they're not agreeing to, but like, you know, egging the guy on for, if that makes sense.
And egged on would the guy be, as he would say, I mean, it sits right at the fucking border. They have a bridge over the fucking river, and nobody owns it. Nobody can tax the people who go through. What the hell is that all about?
Oh,
The border is a lawless enough place as it is.
well, does that not also mean, like, I haven't, Muninn has in their, like, above board, I have in my head, like, a whole, like, you know how, like, some countries are, like, tax havens for, like, rich people?
Sure, but capitalism isn't what this guy is referring to.
Yeah. Well,
But if Muninn wants to be a proto-capitalist, I have nothing against it.
IRL, I don't approve of Muninn's thinking, but well, Muninn would shrug because they don't really, they don't really have an opinion on the matter, and they would just shrug and just leave it at that. I think, or maybe they would ask. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just I'm just wondering if like they realize that it's the village that we kind of. I mean, I don't know because it doesn't belong to anyone, and we kind of ruined it.
I did mention, and Muninn would know that it was Anghel's village. Yeah.
Oh, Muninn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's the village where we met, basically.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And where we unleashed the bad blackness.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I don't know. Like I wonder. I mean, okay. Like, has the boy heard about it by now?
Above board. You guys did inform the boy about the undead and all that. It's part of the reason why he's in a hurry. You haven't stated like precisely where it is. He just knows it's somewhere in that area, and it's like, oh, it's obvious enough because the land is like dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
funny that he's complaining about the same village right now, but okay. He doesn't know for sure.
Well, Muninn would probably say, well, to be honest, if you're talking about where I think you're talking about, like, that land isn't very, let's just say that land isn't very sought after anymore, I can imagine, by anyone looking to buy it.
I'm not talking about the land, I'm talking about the bridge and the customs and... What do you mean anymore?
Well, the issue that we have right now, like, obviously referring to the whole skeletons thing.
Before you finish, he'll say, "You're joking."
I wish I was. Not in the village, but nearby. The land is scorched.
Fuck. Well, then I suppose we really should hurry.
I guess... Muninn would, like, probably, like, say, like, oh, I thought that would get you motivated.
Well, at least if what you're saying is true, maybe that land will be up for sale after this whole mess is dealt with.
Maybe. But would you still purchase it?
Fucking purchase it again. I don't care about the land. I care about the customs. The bridge.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Muninn wants to, like, say, like, oh, well, Anghel's from that city, so you better not, take the piss. But, yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, it does sound valuable, so, like, again, Muninn would shrug.
Yeah, and you guys would probably continue on your journey. The boy would sort of like close the subject, but you'd see that he seems pretty concerned.
Yeah.
Shall we check up on Anghel and Illona?
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, and let me just move some of these tokens along. So, and also do a reminder for everyone that you can move your tokens around if need be. Anghel and Illona, what are you guys up to? You're just continuing, like, trying to circumvent the road, etc.?
Yeah.
Also keep in mind that it being a dirt road, kind of hard to spot. Probably not in your best interest to stay stray too far off.
Mm.
Right.
Okay.
With that in mind, could I ask where exactly, if at all, you guys are intending to rejoin the road?
Was the ping where it was? Where the...
The pay. I mean, okay. It was because they knew he was a boy, right? It was 3 silvers or something.
They like, if you need a refresher, yeah. The pay is more because the guy was a boyar, but
Thing is, we don't have any silver, right? Do we have anything?
Again, the pay was more because they thought he was a boyar.
Right.
Well, they knew he was a boyar.
That makes sense.
So we'll just pretend that all we have is copper.
I mean, you guys don't know that there's a shakedown going to happen.
Yeah, we don't. It's too bad. I was like, okay, maybe we'll just like, I don't know, skip that village or something. Somehow. But
Yeah, we'll just have to go through it.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. So I guess we'll just rejoin the road. I don't know. Somewhere in the...
Can you show me with your tokens?
Here? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly.
That's good.
Okay.
Sure. Can you give me carefuls?
Sure. Careful.
Careful. Ooh.
Ooh. Finally, something.
Okay. Anghel. Yeah, I think because this is an overcome roll, I'm trying to think how to treat it. You can either fail or succeed at a negative cost. I leave it up to you.
Fail at what? I don't know. Like what? at being careful. Or succeed with a negative outcome.
Can you give us some more context?
I cannot. The only hint I can give you is if you go in the rule book and look at what careful rolls are for, it kind of matches.
Okay, to look out for something. Maybe. So maybe succeed at a negative cost, I guess.
Okay. Let me think for a little bit. Okay. But can I get another careful from you, Anghel, for that negative?
Okay.
Okay. I think the negative thing would be, as you guys rejoin the road, I think maybe Anghel probably took out the will from his bag and is inspecting it, looking at it.
Oh my god.
And just as you're inspecting it, you think to look behind, and you see those 2 figures on the road.
Oh god. Are they close enough to read it? Or, I don't know, see it?
The figures are probably 100 meters away, if that makes sense.
Okay. So does that mean that, I mean, I'm guessing the negative outcome is the fact that they noticed
Unfortunately, Illona, can you give me a careful as well? This is regarding the negative outcome. Okay.
Yeah.
The negative outcome was because you're so startled, Anghel, you dropped the will.
Okay.
No.
So I drop it.
But Illona notices it. Notices that you've dropped it.
And if you don't pick it up, I will.
Okay, so can I stop and pick it up?
Well, Illona knows you didn't.
Oh, Anghel looked at it and then didn't notice that he dropped it?
Yeah, you were looking at it. Basically, the narrative is you were looking at it. While you were looking, you decided to look behind you.
Okay, he was startled and then
Yeah,
he kind of dropped it and then noticed.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But Illona noticed that you dropped it.
And I pick it
Okay.
up.
Thank God.
Yeah, and when you turn to pick it up, and also because of your previous roll, Illona would also notice the two figures like 100 meters down the road behind you guys.
Oh shit. Let's go faster.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Does she hold on to the will or does she hand it back to Anghel?
I think she would hold on to it, like rolling it up.
Okay, good. I would do the same.
Yeah. No offense.
So we hurry forward. We go faster, I guess.
Can you both give me quicks?
Oh no, quick. Quick is bad. Oh. Look at that.
Why are we useless?
They are closing in.
Oh no. Oh no.
I guess we can just, like, stop and, like, turn around, like, what the hell do you want
and
from
ask
us?
them, yeah, confront them. Okay. Let's do that.
Okay, so you stop and turn around to confront them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me just a quick second. Okay. First question is, Illona, how do you evade a gunshot?
Ooh.
Straight to the point, huh?
Oh my god.
I would drop, you know?
You would what?
Like, drop to the ground a bit.
Oh,
Like
like
launch.
off the horse? Oh, are you on the horse? You're not on a horse. Oh,
I'm not on a horse, I think. I don't know.
oh, wait. Are we on a horse?
Where's the horse? Where's
Is
the horse?
Anghel on the horse and Ilona is not on the horse? I don't know.
I think we're both walking and the horse is just by our side.
Oh, okay. Makes sense, okay.
Okay. So you're ducking?
Yeah.
That sounds like a quick defense to me. How do you take 3 points of damage?
Stress, baby. Stress all the way.
Okay. You duck, but probably the bullet clips your shoulder. It's your turn.
Why? Oh my god.
As they're rushing towards you.
So... I feel like I'm always using my stand, but I really just want to get it over with.
Go for the stunt, go for it.
Above all, the stunt will only save you, not Anghel.
Yeah. It's fine. Just kidding.
What stunt? What stunt? I thought the killing stunt. What stunt?
Yeah, I thought the killing stunt as well.
Okay, I was thinking about the escaping stunt. My bad.
No. I will use my stealth kill.
Which one are you killing? The first one who fired the bullet at you, or the second one? I'll also allow you to, like, roll careful to try to get a better look, like, before you make your decision.
Okay, careful.
Okay, since they're rushing towards you, I think that is sufficient. Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah, the people who are rushing towards you, one of them armed with a pistol, are first off, it's this person, and then this person.
No!
What?
No!
What?
You gotta be shitting me. No, that's not real. I'm dreaming. It's
Well.
not real. It's the beer. It's not me.
Oh my god, did they survive and now they want revenge?
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh shit! What?
Wait, who has the gun?
The woman, Mura.
Oh my god.
I'm so sad. I'm so disappointed.
I mean, we didn't really think about what we were sending them to, did we? I mean, okay. Well, Miku wasn't part of them then. I mean, you went with us.
I will mention Miku seems to be missing an arm.
What?
But what?
Oh my god.
What the hell?
I would stealth kill the woman then.
Okay. Care to describe how you do that?
How would I do that? I would just run towards her really fast and then switch the gun around and
Like
bang.
the gun that's in her hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would make her do it.
Sure. You run towards them. First off, you see Miku's very startled face. Moore has just a face that's filled with pure loathing and hatred, and she says, "You're going to," and then you presumably do that. Yeah. You shoot her dead.
I don't feel like the relief and satisfaction I thought from it, but it's okay.
Okay. Miku's turn, shocked and in just a pure, I don't know, rage, let's say, mostly shock. He unsheaths a sword and tries to stab you.
Oh no!
Miku, what are you doing? Please, no.
This isn't the Miku I remember.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I say that.
You just killed her! You killed everybody!
She tried to kill me. What are you on about?
You killed all of us!
What do you mean killed all of you?
How do you respond to being stabbed? Like, defend yourself.
Oh no, don't do it. No, I would sneakily move away.
How?
Sneakily.
How? Because that sounds more like quick to me.
Yeah, I'm trying. Wait, I'm wrecking my brain right now. Give me just 1 second. I would. No, I can't really do it sneakily. I'm right there.
Maybe
Wait,
you can kind of maybe move his hand sneakily, kind of bring up your arm,
Wait,
and
is
kinda
the
push
woman
it
still
earlier.
there? It's the woman I just shot still there because
She's
in that case,
crumpled to the ground. Because of your stunt, she's dead.
could I still bodyguard my way, human shield?
Sure, but that sounds more like forceful or quick, honestly.
Not ideal.
Or careful or potentially clever, but it is a limp sack of meat and bones. Not easy to maneuver.
Potentially clever. I'll take it. It's sold.
Okay. You manage to withstand a blow as Miku accidentally stabs her and probably drops the sword, letting out a scream of horror, probably on your turn.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for me.
Okay. Is it my turn now?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't. Okay, so Anghel will try to rush behind Miko and kind of maybe take hold of his arms, or at least the arm with the sword or something. kind of, pull it behind him or something. So he can't.
Sounds like a careful to me. Are you... I can also see forceful, but mostly clever, careful, sorry. Are you treating this as an attack or an advantage?
Wait. Is the forceful because it's protecting Illona, right? Right.
I leave the choice up to you if it's careful or forceful. I personally would lean towards more towards careful, but I leave it up to you.
He's doing it forcefully.
Sure.
To protect Illona.
Same question though. Is this an attack or an advantage?
If it's with the forceful and a +2, then it's an attack.
Sure. Give me a forceful, please.
Please don't let me down. I can't believe it. I just can't.
Okay. You got a critical fail.
Oh my god.
Meek would have gotten the advantage anyway, but because it is a critical fail, I think you...
Can I do a reroll?
Sure.
Reroll.
Sure. You also have your birthday inspiration if you'd like.
Oh, and I can do a reroll with that? Let's do that.
Yeah, it's if that's what you want to use, sure. What are you using that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Then give me a reroll.
Please. I'm thinking. Ooh, okay. That's more like it.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay. So you deal 1 point of damage to the guy as you restrain him. Illona, it's your turn. Miku just yells out, "Murderers! Liars!"
Oh, that's so sad.
I would also try to restrain him, help Anghel with that, and be like, "What are you talking about? Please just tell us what happened. Why are you trying to kill us?"
Above board, that will probably happen after the combat. Because it probably, your successful result for the combat would probably be restraining Miku. So, Illona, the way you're describing it sounds either like a forceful attack or advantage, or giving Anghel an assist.
Anghel an assist.
Okay. So Anghel will get an assist. Miku on his turn, since his arms are restrained by Anghel, he'd probably try to kick you, Illona, as you approach.
Oh.
How do you defend yourself?
I go to grab his leg and go with the punch instead of take it,
Sounds like a careful defense.
I hit myself with them.
He kicks you in the head. How do you take 4 damage?
2 stress and 2 consequence.
Sure. While I type that out, it is Angel's turn.
Okay. Oh god.
Your level 2 consequence is that you are dazed, Illona.
Okay. Anghel tries to maybe kind of wrestle him to the ground so he could kind of restrain all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sit on top of him, sort of.
Sounds forceful to me. Yeah. Can you roll me your forceful?
Is it with a +2? Even though it's kind of after the attack, but it's.
I would interpret it as the stunt applying. Sure.
Yay. Okay.
Does my assist apply? No.
Also that, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So that's a 7. So Miku, it's an attack, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Miku takes 3 points of damage. Illona's turn.
I mean, I feel bad. I want him to, I don't know. I don't want us to kill him. I don't know. Maybe we can just defeat him or something. But
I mean,
not in a bad way.
I mean, if you win the combat, either through like taking down Miku's quote-unquote hit points like stress and consequences, or through Miku surrendering, you guys decide what happens. Like,
Right.
it's entirely in your hands at that point if you manage to beat him.
Right. I just don't want to like fight him, you know? That. Okay, whatever. I mean, what can we do?
Illona's turn.
I would like to deal some emotional damage, if I can.
Okay.
Would that be possible to like say something that he would kind of like snap out of it with?
You know, can I say like something kind of messed up, like what my first thought was of Illona inflicting emotional damage on Miku?
Go ahead, go for it.
Like, I sort of imagine it like Illona like pulling Anghel close and kissing him in front of Miku.
Oh wait.
Oh my god! Please no!
But since that's not going to be it, what do you do instead?
I'm sorry, I'm dying. That's awesome. Watch this.
No.
I'm sorry. I would like grab his either shoulders or like face and be like, "What happened to you? Tell us what happened. Like, this is not you."
Sounds like a forceful or flashy attack.
And I suck at both. I guess flashy is one step better. Let's go with it.
He spits in your face.
Oh,
Ooh.
Miku!
kinky. No.
Okay, I guess I'm the one who opened Pandora's box here. Okay, so I'll take the blame. But for his turn, Miku will try to struggle against Anghel, like, since Angel's restraining him, so he will attack you forcefully, Anghel.
Can I force? But like, okay, just like generally, like what day?
He's trying to free himself from you pinning him down.
Okay, so I guess Angel just kind of braces himself, I guess. You know?
Yeah, sure. Forceful. That sounds like a forceful defense.
Mm-hmm. But it's less with, yeah, it's not protecting so much. Oh my god, okay. Was that his attack, the two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tie means Miku gets an advantage. And sorry, I'm gonna cough for a little bit. Sorry. Sorry, everybody, recovering from a cold. Anyway, while I type in Miku's advantage, it's your turn, Anghel.
Okay. What do you do with, I don't know. What do you, ugh. The only thing I can think of is like kind of punching him in the face or something. I don't want to do that.
Do it.
Do it? Is that what you said?
Violence.
Miku's advantage is called the struggle for justice.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my gosh.
Justice.
Like we're totally the bad guys here. I don't know what to say.
We are. It hurts.
Okay. What can he do? I don't know. What can you do in a position like that? You know?
You're just as a reminder, like the general context, you're currently like pinning him down on the ground. So like an attack could also be something like, I continue to pin him down.
Okay. Let's continue to pin him down then.
Sure. Sounds forceful to me.
Okay. It's without the stun, I'm guessing. Does it count?
I mean, I let it be with the stunt before, so I'm fine with it.
Okay.
But you're unsuccessful and you feel like he's about to break free. Illona's turn.
He's about to break free. Oh no.
I'm not forceful, so I can't like pin him down either. And I don't know how a sneaky thing would
Maybe slap him. Maybe slap him.
sneakily slap him. Yeah, I'll do that.
Sneakily slap him.
Yeah, like just like
Cover
put
his
my hand
eyes and be like.
What did you say?
You should cover his eyes and then slap him. He won't see it coming.
What a...
Can I do that? Can I please do that?
That just sounds more like you're bullying him than fighting him.
No.
I mean, sure you can do that, but that doesn't sound like an effective attack.
What do you mean? It's super effective. He doesn't even know it's me.
Okay, for the sake of the bit, sure.
Thank you. Let's go. Oh!
Okay, he's fairly resistant to slaps, only taking 1 point of damage.
Oh.
But what happens? How do you slap him that hard?
I cover his eyes. And then I slap the shit out of him. Like, you know, the both-way slap? Like when you...
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, his turn. Since he was about to, like, sort of break free, I think he'd, like, try to bull rush you, if that makes sense, Illona?
What is bull rushing?
Like, running headfirst at you with the intent to, like, knock you down.
Oh, he's already free?
He was freeing himself.
Oh, man.
Okay. Okay.
How do you defend yourself?
I try to do a ninja roll out of there.
To roll out?
Yeah.
Quick, sounds like a quick to me.
Oh.
How do you take 4 points of damage?
I can only do consequence, right?
Shrug.
Yeah, I'll take consequence.
Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, man, Illona. Need to do
Okay.
something.
I'm always dying nowadays.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that. He charges at you, bull rushing you and knocking you to the ground, like probably knocking the air out of you. As for the level 2 consequence, it'll probably be a bad back. You probably hurt your back on the fall. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Anghel's turn.
God, I remember thinking that I should make a bat for myself or something. I haven't done it yet. So anyway.
I mean, technically, like, a big enough branch is good enough for a club, for instance.
Right. Okay. Is looking for a branch that is big enough a turn?
Yeah, I would consider it a turn, but you wouldn't be like idle. I would treat it as trying to create an advantage.
Okay. So if like I find something, it will be an advantage. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you fail, usually I do it with, like, if you fail badly enough, you do create the advantage, but for the enemy.
Oh my god. Should I go for it?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it going to?
Careful, because you're looking around for a big enough branch.
Wow, please. Ugh.
Not quite enough. You're not in a forested area.
Damn it.
You don't create the advantage, but you also don't create it for the enemy. It's not that big of a failure. Illona's turn. Illona's turn, as you are knocked on your back by a very angry and probably pretty, like, you probably see him crying desperate tears, Miku.
No.
Mm.
What can I do at this point? I don't know. Can I like try to do some jujitsu move to like pin him down instead?
Sure, sounds like a careful or quick attack, or forceful.
Just gotta check my stats. I'm sorry. Careful, quick, or forceful, you said?
Yep.
Oh, be careful. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Can I use a fate point?
Sure. Are you using it to improve your roll by 2 or to reroll? And what are you invoking?
I'm invoking experience risk taker, and I'm using it to reroll.
Sure.
And I would probably be using another fate point to boost that by 2.
What are you invoking?
I am invoking Master of Escape.
What did you say? Sorry.
Master of Escape.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Miku will use his advantage to negate that.
Okay.
Okay. Miku's turn. In like his anger and despair at this point, he probably just like starts pummeling you with his fists, Illona.
Okay.
How does Illona defend herself?
Is there a way I could do this sneakily? I'm just thinking. How does it look like now? It's like he's free, I'm free, nobody's restrained.
You're on the ground. You haven't gotten up.
Okay.
He's sort of looming above you.
If I would like push myself out of there somehow, just like kick his push away from his thigh or something, and just like shoot myself out of there.
Sounds like a quick or a clever defense.
Potentially a little sneaky defense.
Not the way you're wording it. I'd say quick or clever.
Alright. Okay. I'll take it.
Okay, but that defense is definitely worth a lot, and you gain an advantage. Do you have a name for that advantage?
Element of surprise.
Sure. And while I type that in, it is Angel's turn.
Okay, so Illona managed to like get up and away, right? What?
I don't know if up, but she definitely got away.
Okay. Like I was thinking that Anghel would like pull Miku away from her, but since she kind of took care of that. So maybe I can look for. Oh, I don't know. Will I look? Maybe I can look for a branch. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just like sorry. Like I wonder if I should waste another.
I mean, it wouldn't be a waste because it would be an attempt to roll for an advantage. It just wouldn't be like directly impactful, but that doesn't mean it's not impactful in general. It's up to you though. Entirely your decision.
You're stupid kind of running around looking for a branch. Whatever, we'll just do it.
Give me a careful.
Okay.
You find a sufficiently large branch that can be used as a club.
Ooh.
And you create your advantage. Do you have a name for it?
Wow, I don't know. Branching out. I don't
I like it.
That works. While I type that in, Illona, it's your turn.
I want to kick him in the face. I guess I'm still like on the ground, sort of trying to get up. Like I have my arms on the ground, so I can just get up at any point. But I just go with the power kick to the face.
Sounds forceful.
Oh no. He doesn't see it coming. It's very like, oh,
I mean,
sneaky.
you emphasize the words power. And you emphasize that you're aiming for his face as well, which is, yeah.
Can I do a careful kick? I wanna break his nose or something.
Okay, sure.
Oh, very cool. 1.
That's good enough for him to get an advantage. You probably make the kick, but he not only like evades it, he probably also grabs hold of your foot. And I'll give him another charge on the struggle for justice.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I think you wrote Illona. I mean, you wrote Illona on the branching out.
You are
Not that I
completely
mind.
right. You're completely right, and I thank you for pointing that out. Okay, Miku's turn. He probably like taking advantage of the fact that he grabbed your foot. He'd probably try to like drag you by it and punch you.
I do the how do I describe this? Like I sneakily flop around like a fish, making it very hard.
That
Land a punch.
does not sound sneaky.
No,
Why
you
are you
sure?
put sneakily everywhere? Like, you're just like, yeah, it works.
I mean, just saying it's sneaky doesn't make it so.
I disagree.
Tries, so.
Like, is it a bit clever at least? Maybe.
I'd say careful or quick based on the way you're describing.
Okay.
How do you take 4 points of damage?
Oh no! You have to take your 6.
Fuck.
Shit.
Tempted to use my element of surprise to reroll, but I don't have the best quick. But I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
I'd be willing
That's the
to try it out.
problem. Like, do you want to? I don't know.
I'll do it. I'll reroll and see. Take my chances.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Oh!
Wow!
I'm so
That
happy I did
happened.
that.
Sure.
Yay!
I think he's really determined and will use your level 2 consequence to deal 2 damage, though.
You sure? Okay.
Miko got no consequences yet, right?
Miku? No, he doesn't have
just
any.
got-
He's lost all his stress, but hasn't taken any consequences yet.
Okay. Damn.
Ironic, because this is a very stressful situation.
It is. Too bad Muninn isn't here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't this the second fight in a row that Muninn hasn't been a part of, by the way? I swear it is.
Muninn got there in time to participate in the Yellow fight. They were just late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Above board, like, this encounter, like, I didn't stage it. Rather, I was planning, okay, Miku and Mura would travel because they know you're heading to St. Paris, they would travel from this point at this time. It just happened to align that they would intersect with you guys at this point.
Wow, that's
So-
epic.
The hell? Oh my god, they were like seeking revenge. They would have met. Oh god. I mean, did Miko have time? Oh, he doesn't have an arm, right?
He does not have a
forgot
name.
that. Like, did he have time to actually meet them back at the village? Or was it after that he met up with Mora? Or is it something you can answer? Probably you can answer.
Feel free to, like, speak in sign language to Miku while he's beating the shit out of Illona.
That's
But-
the problem. I can't even talk to him.
Going back to the situation at hand, though, Miku used your level 2 consequence to deal 2 damage to you, Illona. Do you try to mitigate that, or is that what we're going with?
How can I take that? It's only.
Only the
Yeah,
level
you
6
only have
consequence.
when that's really bad.
Fuck it all. I'm gonna use my last fate point.
What are you invoking?
Master of Escape.
Okay. What are you doing to... you're improving your roll by 2?
Yeah.
He will use your level 4 consequence.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeesh.
I got no other option.
Okay. So you're taking your level 6?
We never actually, like, that never actually happened
Not to you guys, no.
against Miku of all people. Ugh.
Honestly, yeah. This is it.
Okay.
This is
He probably starts pommeling... sorry. Pommeling the crap out of you. Probably aiming mostly at your face, leaving your face a big mess. And again, a level 6 consequence is a big thing.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh,
your
damn.
level, your level 6 consequence will probably be broken face, let's say.
No, it's so
I
bad.
can't feel my face when I'm with you.
I love it.
You definitely have a black eye, probably a broken nose as well. It'll take a while for it to heal.
Mm.
My god.
Angel's turn.
Okay, Anghel takes his branch that he found and he I want to, like, I don't know. I can't find that, like, a verb strong enough to describe what he's doing to Miku from on the back of his head. But anyway, yeah, he hits him.
Sounds either sneaky or forceful. Sneaky because he definitely wouldn't see you coming.
No, it would be forceful and protecting Illona, right?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Please embody all this now, but seriously.
You take
Okay.
you deal 1 point of damage, which isn't bad. Miku will take his level 2 consequence.
I wonder, should I? Okay, fine. I don't know. Maybe later. Okay. I don't know.
Do you have a name for the consequence?
A name for the a concussion is too much for it too, right?
It's a lot, yeah.
So a bump. I'm totally imagining the the bumps that people get in anime and cartoons. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like the really exaggerated bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's, like, in my language, there's a term for it, but obviously that's not English, so sorry.
Do you guys have any idea? I don't know. I just can't think.
I don't know.
A bump on the head. I don't know. I guess we'll just
Yeah,
go.
yeah. That...
Sure.
Just be literal.
Sure. Okay. I accidentally deleted that. My bad. Okay. Now, before your turn, I'm thinking of offering you a compel, because you are out of fate points.
Spicy, yes, okay.
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 Interesting.
I'm thinking of compelling your running from a past life that now that Miku's attention has been driven away, like you're in full fight or flight mode, you're GTFOing out of here and conceding the fight.
I accept.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
And that means that Angel's like left to fight on his own.
Yep.
Okay.
And that even if you win, you'll be separated from Illona.
Oh, separated.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Because she's like moving, like she's going forward.
Illona's running away full speed in whichever direction she picks, but she's bolting.
Wow, okay. Okay.
Which direction do you pick, by the way?
Which direction do I pick? Let me just check real quick. I was about to say to the west?
Sure, like further along the road.
Yeah, maybe like a bit north of the road. Makes sense.
Sure.
Like I'm picturing like a straight line through here kinda.
Sure. And you do that. You bolt and run away and will continue running away for a good while without thinking of turning back.
Okay.
That's Illona's turn, so we're back to Miku's turn, who will probably try to punch you in the face, Anghel.
Now I have no one to protect.
Oh.
Murderer! How do you defend yourself?
He lifts up his arms to protect his face, I guess.
Also remember you still have a club, but sure.
With the club, yeah.
Sure, sounds forceful.
Yeah, forceful is our thing.
Tie means Miku would get an advantage.
Okay.
I'll give him another charge on the struggle for justice. Your turn, Anghel.
Okay. I guess he hits him with the branch again.
Sounds forceful.
At his head, kind of. Okay.
I'll use one of the charges on the struggle for justice to negate that by giving Miku a +2.
I wonder, should I use... Okay, let's use birthday inspiration.
You also have your advantage branching out, Miku's consequence, your own fate points, etc.
Oh, okay, wait. So let's use the advantage.
To give yourself a +2?
A +2, yes.
Okay, he will use the other charge on struggle for justice to negate it.
Okay, and then I'll use his consequence.
Okay, and if you do that, I will use my last fate point for the scene. So I'm currently out of fate points.
Oh, you are? Because I see 2.
Well, that was my mistake. I have one fate point for every player that's on the scene, so I had 2 to begin with. I used 1 to compel Illona, and I just used 1 to defend myself.
Okay. So I will use birthday inspiration now. I don't know if I should save it. I mean, because I can use it whenever. Whatever.
Up to you.
So maybe I'll use a fate point. Wait. I can see. Hmm.
Are you guys alright with finishing this fight before we end the session?
I mean, I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blah, 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 fate point. Okay, is the fact that he is protective, like I know he's not like protecting Illona right now, but she did get like really broken up, so he's a little bit like he still, feels the after effects of that.
I mean, sure. I mean, I see that advantage not just as Anghel will fight for those he loves, but also like he doesn't like he feels inspired by not inspired. You know what I mean by those he loves
Yeah.
getting hurt. If that makes sense, sure.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
So you're using it to
So,
deal
plus
2
2.
damage. Okay,
Yeah.
that would be Miku's level 4 consequence. Do you have a name for it?
What did I do? I hit him with a branch.
Mhm.
Lights out.
Ooh.
Nice one.
I don't know.
Okay. He will try to swing wildly at you. How do you defend yourself?
I meet his swing with the branch.
Sounds forceful.
Okay.
Tie means Miku gets an advantage.
Damn it.
Your turn.
Okay. Okay, maybe
He's sort of pressing you back, even though you managed to defend yourself.
pressing me back. Okay, so he's like really close to me. I was thinking about
More like, not necessarily that he's close to you. Rather, he's successful in actually keeping you away, if that makes sense, because he's currently swinging wildly.
Oh, okay. So maybe Anghel can try to reach below, kind of to kind of sweep his feet from under him, kind of with the branch, maybe.
Sounds like a sneaky or careful attack.
Yeah. Careful. We go with careful. Please. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Sorry. I will use Miku's last advantage because otherwise he would lose the fight.
And I will use a fate point. Can I do the protective again?
Sure, you can, but you also have Miku's consequence. Up to you.
Oh, I can use this consequence. Good.
Sure. How do you take him out? And also, what's the level 6 consequence you inflict on him?
Okay. Wait. How do I take him out? I mean, what were we doing?
Taking him out does not mean that you kill him right away.
Yeah.
I will say because Illona conceded the fight, you are the only one who decides Miku's fate. Like the other players can advise you, but you are the final decision. You get the final decision on Miku's fate. Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
Well, freaking
So
done.
much.
That was so nice.
Wait. So I forgot. What was I doing? Hitting with sweeping his feet, right?
That was your attack.
Okay,
yeah.
so I swept his feet and he fell, I guess. And I totally forgot that he didn't have an arm. I wanted to use that. Okay, whatever. So anyway, so he falls. And what should we call that?
Again, a level 6 is something very severe.
Broken tailbone? Is that severe enough? I don't know. Okay.
I think it would be, yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, interesting.
Doesn't that like have also like some neurological implications? I'm not a doctor.
Neurological? But it's like your tailbone. I don't know. Does it?
I think it depends.
Because it's connected to the spine? I don't know.
I think it's like it only starts by the last like vertebrae and not the tailbone.
Oh, well, interesting. Okay. For Miku. Okay.
So your
So anyway,
Go ahead.
Yeah. So broken tailbone
Okay,
was the consequence,
sure.
and what and I guess he's defeated. I don't know. He can't get up. Can you get up with a broken tailbone?
Probably not. I'm not a doctor again, but again, Anghel, you have now completely won the fight. Miku is entirely at your mercy. You can kill him if you'd like. You can let him be. You can take him prisoner. Entirely up to you what happens.
Because Anghel does feel guilty. I honestly don't even know why we did that. Oh, because we didn't feel that much for Miku at the time, maybe. Or we were just thinking that they would go, for their gold and whatever. But okay. Like we really didn't think it through, I think. Anyway. Okay. So I mean, no, I'm not going to kill him. That's the first. Secondly,
I also find it funny that it's the one player character who can't really interrogate him.
exactly. I was like thinking, what can we do? No, how does Anghel even convey what he wants from him? Anyway, I mean, I don't know.
Well, again, a defeat. This is more not Anghel talking, but rather Show&Tell talking. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
So if, like, for instance, if you want information from him,
I can ask for it.
You can ask above board, and it can be like Miku in his anger says a bunch of important stuff, for instance.
Oh, okay. I get that. Okay, so information. Well, I did wonder what happened to him, I guess. I want to know what happened to him.
Okay.
And what he knows of what happened to his people, I guess, or something. Like what he's mad about, basically.
Okay.
And then I want him to, I don't know, go find a place to rest and I don't know. Stop thieving forever. I'm kidding. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I guess just say he leaves us alone, basically. I feel like we always ask that of everyone we defeat. Possibly.
Okay. So, to recap, your terms are Miku says what happened to him personally, what he knows about what happened to, like, his little bandit group, and then he would go to rest somewhere and leave you guys alone. Those are your turns.
Okay. I think, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Unless anyone wants to, like, I don't know, suggest something else.
It is your final decision, so those will only be suggestions.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, if there's something I didn't think about or something you'd like to see, now's your chance. I don't know.
If things hadn't turned out, I would probably ask, like, stay with our party again. Let's go.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, but
I mean, you can demand that. You have defeated him entirely, so he is entirely at your mercy.
You can ask. But do we want it? Do we want that? Do we want him to be like part of our team again?
That's the question, right?
The way he is right now.
At least for me, that would depend on what he says. Like, if that makes sense. Like, depending on what he says, would, like, if this is all a big misunderstanding, which it probably is, it would be cool if, like, he could forgive us because, well, not forgive us, but, like, come to an understanding and then join us again. But then if it isn't a misunderstanding and it's genuinely something we've done, that would be a bit harder, wouldn't it?
I mean, if you guys want, we can do this like in quote-unquote parts. Like, Miku would say what happened to him and what he knows about what happened to everyone, and then you guys can decide on like further consequences.
Okay,
Personally,
so-
for me, I would love that.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that.
So, narratively, you sweep him off his feet and he falls on his tailbone and he lets out this horrendous shout of pain. Anghel, you realize he's fallen pretty badly, and while he's wailing in pain, after he will probably like wail for a couple more seconds, he'll yell out, "Murderers! Murderers! You told the gold. You told them they could get the gold, but there was just death and dying and dead people. They killed everyone. They killed everyone. They almost killed me too. Mura found me. The wolves, they almost took me, but Mura found me. You never forgive." He coughs up blood.
Oh no.
Oh, so it is
Blood. Oh god.
From the tailbone. The tailbone blood.
I mean, there were other injuries. He'd probably say, "Mura found me. Told me what you did. How could you? How could you?"
Oh, where we go, honestly. Well, okay.
I guess it kind of was our fault because we didn't.
Yeah, it was. We could have sent them there. We didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
Because we
I
were
mean,
thinking,
you-
oh, Miku comes with us. So
I mean, at the time, it was something you guys did consider, that you were sending them to a place filled with undead. You just didn't particularly mind.
Yeah.
Sounds like us.
I guess.
And also, I will remind you that, like, sort of the last thing Mura said to you guys was, "Well, if this is a double cross, I'm gonna come find you."
Yeah, I remembered her being really vindictive or like really scared or I don't know what, really on edge. So
Cautious, let's say.
it makes sense, yeah. Like it made sense to see her, but then when we saw Miku, I was like, oh shit. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, I don't know. At least from me personally, I feel like Miku, like we don't really want him in a party right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just stick to my, my terms the way I said them. I guess.
Yep.
Okay. I'm kind of sad that I'm out of fate points and Anghel still has fate points, because I would have loved to compel Anghel to finish the job, but
Oh!
Thank God.
Teeironor, dark here, huh?
Miku gets...
I mean, I hope. I mean, a table can heal, right? It's not going to stay. I don't know what forever. Ugh, I don't know.
I guess. Yeah.
We'll see.
Well,
Oh,
if
well,
it stops him from being a bandit, then maybe it's a good thing. Okay.
let me just do a roll. Let's see how severe that injury is. Okay, Miku will be perfectly fine with that roll.
Oh, okay, awesome. Okay.
Good for him.
I guess that's what we can leave him with then.
Above board, something similar happened in the other campaign. The players defeated a character by like making him fall on his butt hard, but in that campaign it wound up breaking the guy's back.
Ooh.
Oh, that's more severe, right? I mean, that
very,
is...
very much so. With that roll, Miku will at worst like be uncomfortable sitting for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
But-
good for him then.
But Anghel, can you describe, not Anghel, Show&Tell, can you describe the scene of like what happens now? Like Miku's like spouting this like vengeful
Ow.
words, and what does Anghel do? What happens next? How do we like close out the episode, let's say?
Oh my god, I don't know. I feel like Anghel would Okay, I don't remember. Like we were totally like talking about it, and we're like, oh, okay, we'll send them to the skeletons. Bye. You know, we just kind of that's what we thought.
Yep, that was what you guys thought, yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know that. I have nothing to say.
I mean, that's what you guys thought above board, not in Angel's mind, for instance.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Anghel. I feel like Anghel didn't. I don't know, didn't really maybe think about what. No, that's maybe just like didn't consider the consequences or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, honestly. But I do feel like he feels guilty in any case. Like I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he definitely feels guilty. So I guess he kind of, I feel like he's like standing like above, kind of looping above Miku, kind of. And I feel like after Miku says that, he lets his branch drop. And he kind of bows his head to show that I don't know, he doesn't have anything to say. Like, he's not trying to say anything. Or, I mean, I don't know.
Miko is staring at you with eyes filled with, like, disdain and, like, betrayal.
Oh my god. He's so bad. Okay, Anghel just kind of takes that. And then, and I don't know. Like I was thinking that he should tell, just kind of convey to Miku that he should leave or something. But because like we're not, I mean, because he won, I was thinking like, okay, he's gonna tell him to leave. But
above board, that will happen because one of your terms was Miku will leave you guys
exactly,
alone forever.
Yeah.
That
but like I don't know how narratively it happens. Because right now it doesn't feel like we won. It just feels like whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels really
like we're kind of.
It feels like we're.
It can be like because one of your turns was Miku will go and rest and like seek healing. It can be that like maybe something happens during that healing process. Maybe he meets someone who says, "Oh, vengeance is not the right path, little Miku," or whatever. And but unfortunately, that will probably be off screen.
I like that though. That warms my heart.
Yeah.
Definitely, but I don't know like what Anghel does right now to make him. I guess he just shows that he's sorry with like how he, and I don't know.
Business, baby. It's business.
Yeah, something like that. Like honestly, like I kind of feel it's up to Miko. I don't know what Anghel can do. Just walk away. I don't know. Maybe.
Sure. I mean, I'm not necessarily asking you. Tell me how you're going to reform Miku's outlook on life. Rather,
No, I'm not meaning. I don't mean that. I just like don't know how to finish this scene. Like what Anghel can do.
Sure. I mean,
like he's not trying to reform Miku. He's just.
It can be something as simple as Anghel walking away. It kind of reminds me of a certain scene in Game of Thrones that I will not spoil.
I'm not sure what you mean, but okay.
I'll say it after we finish.
Okay. So I guess Anghel just kind of walks away. Oh, I feel so cruel. Okay.
Sure. And the last scene would be Anghel walking away, probably to, because the horse still exists, probably to, take the reins of his horse and continue on the road, though now Angel's not particularly sure where Illona is.
Yeah.
And I suppose we will see next time. Okay, is it a good spot to end today's episode?
Yeah.
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, totally. I feel so bad. I don't know. Why did we think we were the good guys? How did that happen?
Yeah. This is like the first time it actually really hurts.
Yeah.
This was bad.
You know that meme, "Are we the baddies?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
We are the buddies.
And again, like the way I was envisioning the Miku and Mura thing was, okay, they probably reunited at like this point on the map, and I took in mind, okay, they probably spent a day just like healing, but then they would go sort of on the warpath because they know you guys were going to the capital city.
Mm.
Oh my god. I mean, I think we were thinking like, oh, they're bandits and they kind of took us in and they were, we were fighting them and stuff. So we were just kind of thinking, whatever, let them go to get the gold and not tell them that the skeletons.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't begrudge your decision. I'm just saying that your decisions have consequences.
That's for sure. I'm just like trying to make peace with this decision with like Anghel, I don't know. Okay.
Maybe you're gonna tell another certain group of kind of bandits, more like extortion people, hey, there's gold over there. I don't know.
Yeah. If
It's
anyone-
only worth this time.
if we get sick of anyone, just like send them over there.
Greed's a powerful thing, I guess. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. What else? I mean, do you guys have any thoughts or questions about the episode? Like, this end discussion was sort of dominated by the Miku and Mura thing, and I guess that was the most important part of the episode, but other stuff happened too. If you guys have any thoughts.
Zarhos. I'm really interested in, like, I don't know. I mean, it feels like he talked about. It feels like he talked about, like, I mean, I'm guessing he meant, the woman Joseph was interested in when he said that. I feel like nobody's understanding what I'm saying.
No, I understand. I understand what you say. It's just that I cannot confirm or deny it.
Yeah. But anyway, it felt like he was talking like, oh, this already happened in our family, it can happen again. Like he knows it, from up close or something. That's what it felt like to me. I don't know. But yeah, but since, Anghel is not there, can't really make anything of it. I continue with the story. But I'm curious.
Sure. I mean, I imagine there will be a point where you guys reunite with or without the boyar, so you'll probably be able to exchange information and all that.
Oh, if it's without the boyar, though, we can ask questions. Although Anghel can't really ask. I don't know. We'll see.
And and also, Anghel knows the story. Muninn and Illona know only some footnotes and don't really understand.
Yeah, they don't. They don't really.
Actually, Muninn and Illona only know that Miron and Joseph were somehow connected to this woman from the Zarhos family. That's all they know.
Did Muninn not read the letter that Zarhos, I think...
Yeah, but the letter...
Muninn did know.
The letter was only like a typical love letter between Miron and
a
woman.
love letter.
Yeah.
Between, he knows I mean, they know that there's love connection between the Zarhos and Miron.
But that's all they know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts for our viewers before we go into our shoutouts?
It was so unexpected, today's episode.
Yeah, oh my god.
It was
I
really
wasn't
fun.
emotionally prepared.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I really it was. I mean, I really wasn't expecting to see Miku. It seemed like not random in a bad way, but like,
Out of the
just
blue, kind of.
unexpected.
Yeah.
Very unexpected.
You know, for one of the previous episodes, I don't remember if it's the last one or the one before that, one of the proposals for the title of the episode was Reunion or something like that. And I tried to fight against it because I knew a bigger reunion was probably coming up.
Oh, probably when we met the priest or something, right? Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
So it was either the previous episode or the one before that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Okay.
Okay. So, unless there are any other thoughts from you guys, well, dear viewers, thank you again for watching and listening to us. Let's see what these people are up to. The dice that I rolled decided that we all should go in reverse alphabetical order, meaning that we should start with Show&Tell and what she's up to. Show&Tell, could you please go ahead, talk about yourself and what you are doing?
Yes. Hi, I'm Show&Tell. I have a YouTube channel on which I react to anime of all sorts, sort of, mostly shonen at the moment. But yeah, and I also stream I try to do it every week. And I have an Etsy shop that I need to update. Yeah.
Very, very nice. Very nice. She is an incredibly talented artist regarding the Etsy shop and is a wonderful reactor to watch and listen to. Highly recommend. Thank you very much, Show&Tell. Next, we would have Dely, according to the dice. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you are doing?
Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Dely. Outside of these sessions, I'm a Goblin VTuber on Twitch. And yeah, I stream variety. So a lot of roguelites recently. Like I started off with Cult of the Lamb, and I wasn't really into roguelikes games before, but I mean I've been, that's all I'm playing on stream recently. It's quite funny. So yeah, I mean, feel free to pop by and say hello if you're interested, and yeah, yeah.
Dely is a wonderfully engaging streamer, and as with everyone else, I would also highly recommend them. Thank you very much, Dely.
Thank you.
And next we would have Ashen. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you are doing?
Hello. Yes, I can. I'm Ash, and outside of this, I draw a lot of things on my Instagram. Recently, I've been homesick, so I've been drawing like something every day almost. So if you're into like art or fan art of like popular culture stuff, I draw up from like Breaking Bad, Sopranos, different series, different movies. Come check me out.
Mm-hmm. She is a a lovely artist, and speaking from personal experience, I'd highly recommend her if you want artwork done. She is lovely when it comes to the art that she does. Sorry, rambling. Thank you very much, Ashen. And I was your Dungeon Master, Game Master Teeironor, pretty sick as usual. I muted most of my cuffs, but maybe some of them slipped through. I'm sorry. But outside these sessions, I also run another campaign with a different group that's been going on for a longer while. We should probably on that front be approaching the end of season 2. Yeah, fairly close to it at any rate. But do check that out. Other than that, thank you again, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. We will be back probably next week, but I'll keep you posted on Twitter if not. And we will see you then. Goodbye, everybody.